Alrighty, guys, welcome back to 5-9 Gaming, tuning in with another episode of the Ultra Space Time podcast. This is going to be, oh my goodness, bro, I forgot what episode this is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is
81.
I believe so. I believe it is 81. And we are going to be covering the new Cell, all that stuff, right? We got Cell, we got the Trunks. Right, a little bit of a dry week. I know this month was actually supposed to be popping, right? Supposed to be popping because of the movie, but it unfortunately did get delayed. But moving on from that stuff, we are going to be joined by none other than the Super Moji Bro. Hey, say what's up, man.
What's up, gamers?
Hey, we got Count Virgil in the house.
Yo, what is up, you guys?
And we got the LOE hater himself, ZVG.
LOE and Ultra Kawakin hater.
Okay, my bad. All right. My bad.
Get it right.
And of course, last but not least, the God Key fanatic himself. We got Swift.
Yes, sir. What up, guys?
Yes, sir. Indeed. All right. So I think the first topic that I want to go ahead and dive into right here is the platinum cell equipment, right? Because this plat is absolutely no joke. Moji, have you had a chance to play around with Cell and his new toy?
I have not because I've been working on getting this Plat to Z+. I'm probably 300 erasers into it so far.
Damn.
Took me probably 500 energy to get a red slot. And,
Damn.
And
That's pretty good.
I'm still a gold slot on the third slot, and I started working on the second slot, but I cannot get a gold or a red slot to save my life on these other two. I've been struggling. It's been tough, but they really added every stat in the game to this one equip. It literally does everything.
Yep.
Yeah. This equip's busted.
Well, dude. So are the rates really that bad on this equip?
They're atrocious, dude. They're really bad. Yes.
Yeah.
I got the gold slot early, and I dropped like maybe 2k energy going for the red slot. I couldn't get it, so I gave up. But yeah, the other two slots are just as bad. Definitely good to settle if you get a decent slot to guarantee roll the middle one, and then the last one you just gotta get lucky.
Damn.
I think on the Gogeta Plat, whenever it came out, it took me 300 erasers on the final slot just to get the red slot.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember that equip was completely brutal. I mean, I'm glad that you can't like guarantee upgrade that third slot. I am glad that they made it like that because I think it just doesn't need to be like that. But yeah, this equip's insanely good. But yeah, the rates are abysmal.
Okay, I see. Well, so since we brought up the Gogeta 4 plat equip as well, what in comparison, like say you're just trying to compare them, who has the better plat equip?
So
Cell? Oh.
Yeah, I'd agree too.
All right.
It just has more stats on it. The only
I think the
argument
third
I'd
slot
say,
is really good.
yeah, I agree. I mean, the fact that you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it was them admitting to the mistake of his gauge and his overall stat spread, because they literally gave him just gave him a Zenkai with this plat, similar to Gogeta.
Yeah, it's almost like a repeat of them knowing where they dropped this LF unit, and they were decent for a little bit, but then they kind of got power crept really quickly. So it's kind of the same case as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As for a comparison between Gogeta's equip and Cell's equip, I would agree. I think Cell's equip is just better in general. I will say though, the third slot on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equip can still be a game changer to this day. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, if I'm using a revival unit, the enemy just rushes the revival unit, and then they're gonna have a second rush, like, really quickly. So that third slot on Gogeta's equip is, I think, maybe, I don't know, it's tough to compare because they do completely different things. I mean, the third slot on Cell's equip is for his gauge, and then the third slot on Gogeta's equip is for Dragon Balls, but I'd say just on a general note, I think Cell's equip is better, but That third slot
I
on
agree.
Vegeta's equip is still, it can still be a complete game changer.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's tough to compare.
Because the Gogeta's is just really situational. So if you're not fighting a revival unit,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have the chance to pop that off. So you're just missing out on 50% of damage inflicted. And I mean, the Gogeta, given he does have more general damage inflicted, I think on his second slot, right? It's 35%, and the damage inflicted is probably one of the most important statages that you can get off this equipment. So I mean, the reason it's comparable is just there's more numbers on this cell one, so you're getting
Yeah.
an
Well,
extra
you brought up
two stats.
You brought up a great point on the fact that if you're not fighting a revival unit, then that third slot on Gogeta's equip is like
pretty
almost kind of
useless.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that is a very good point. It's not like you're fighting revival every single game. So, I agree. In general, I think the cell equip is just better. You're gonna get more use out of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
sure. When you look at it that way, it's funny that you say that, just more numbers on the screen, because it definitely is. Like, you look at Gogeta's and then you look at cells and you're just like, damn, that's crazy, bro. But overall, man, this is truly, because I would say I didn't see any cells like in PvP before this Plat equip came out. Like, I think I saw him when he first came out, right? Because he was like the infamous quote unquote Z tier cell, right? But now when you run into him, you're like, oh my god, it's actually Z tier cell.
Now it's Z tier cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when we look at even just gameplay of this, bro, like it's absolutely nuts, dude. Like the amount of stuff that he does, bro, like just overall, just he's so impactful. I even notice like against yellow units, bro, like his damage is
Yeah, his damage is crazy.
is absurd, bro. Like on the ultimate, it's probably like some of the best that I've seen. Like
Yeah.
like I would say he probably has like I might be wrong in saying this, but I would say he has like top 5 hardest hitting ults in the game right now.
I mean, yeah. You're not
One
lying.
of,
I
for
think
sure,
like
yeah.
Chunks. I think Chunks, Kaioken, and like I don't know, like Chunks, Furku, that needs last man standing, obviously. And then like Cell, like for non-ultras, like easily top 3 strongest ults in the game, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cell's definitely like if we do get this Android unit coming this week, then we could see Cell in Z tier potentially. Like he's individually he's Z tier. Like there's no doubt in my mind. Like his damage is crazy. His offensive pressure, he can actually like take hits good now with his 55%. Cause he's a monster, like a literal monster. It's just that his team's just suck right now. But hopefully they are giving Android some love soon, so he can really see Cell shine.
Yeah, and I think they're very close. Like they're with Cell getting this equipment, I think Androids is just one step closer to being like, you know, a very, very good team again. So they are very close.
Mm-hmm. I think ideally, bro, like I think everyone, a lot of people, this has been like going around like on the interwebs as of lately, but I really want a duo unit for 17 and 18, bro.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
I feel
We've
like
been talking about
probably-
that we've brought that up on the podcast numerous times. I think a dual 17 and 18 would be great.
Mm,
I think that's coming on Tuesday, to be honest. Like, I'm not even like, I definitely see a tag 17, 18 coming on Tuesday for the other.
oh, dude,
It's time.
it's time, bro. It is time, dude. You know, shout out to Snap. He's been wanting this, bro. Or he just wants those androids to come back into the light. I respect it. I do too. But honestly, I feel like even with the movie getting delayed and stuff like that, we still know for a fact that it's going to be red ribbon centered, right? That's going to be where the focus of the film is going to be. Imagine, because we already know we have like what are the characters' names? I already forgot them. Like it was Gamma and
Gamma 1 and 2.
yeah, Gamma 1. So imagine we get duo 17, 18, duo of those guys, those new droids, and you know, I've even saw like, I'm not gonna mention any spoilers or anything like that, but I saw like rumors, like we'll just address them as rumors because nothing is confirmed. But I saw people say that Cell might even be making like an appearance in the movie. Like imagine like we just get for like
That'd be crazy.
the next coming months, just all androids, just back to back to back. Imagine.
It's gonna become the new LOE.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. That's kind of what Legends always does, is they focus on like a singular tag for a long time. Not always, but a lot of times that's what they do. So I could easily, it looks like with this cell getting this new equip, they might be, you know, changing gears to kind of shift towards androids maybe. So I wouldn't be surprised.
And they've done this before with the new Android Plat as well, or Android Saga Plat, then turn around and drop a unit based on that Plat the next week. That's what they did with Kaioken, actually, with the Yellow God Key, and then turn around the next week we got Ultra Kaioken.
Yeah, and I think they also did that too for like Revival Frieza, because I think we got a Frieza Saga Plat, and then we got Revival Frieza. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty sure in that vicinity.
Yeah.
So they
that's
do like
exactly
to
what
release. Yeah, so they do like to release Plat for the saga that unit's gonna come out next. Which I'm glad that it's Android Saga, so it can't be LF Final Flash Vegeta, thank God. But yeah, Tax Infinite 18 for sure is what I'm expecting. And I do hope that they do them justice, because I would like to see Androids back in the meta. It's been
A long
2
time.
years now. I think it was 2020 when
It
Zenkai
was-
18 got her Zenkai and stuff. So it's been a long time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely overdue for some androids buffs. They were kind of in the same boat as LOE, maybe not as long. I think LOE was kind of dead in the water for longer, but that is a good comparison because I think androids just hasn't gotten anything in a while, and I could easily see androids getting some love in the upcoming weeks, upcoming months. I would not be surprised.
I would love for it to happen, bro. I think that was like one of the first teams that I had ever mained, bro. Like because when I first started YouTube, I definitely was a scrub, right? I was actually scared of PvP, but I think for the most part, my first like actual team that I competed with was when Android 16 got his Zenkai. I had Revival Cell, and I forgot who the last unit was that I was using. This was before Android 18 had gotten her Zenkai. But I forget which Android was more relevant at that time. But I just remember running those two like faithfully. Like those two units were my bread and butter. It was 16 and Revival Cell, bro. And I just
And Purple 21.
It might have been Purple
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, because I remember it wasn't like my first team, but I remember back in the day, I think the first Zenkai, and I completely regret it nowadays, but the first Zenkai that I actually spent like the 7,000 CC on was the green Android 16, and I don't even know why I did it, but I did it, and I ended up running androids for a little bit. I remember we got the purple and blue 21s, and then eventually we got the Zenkai 18. So yeah, I was right there with you for a little bit. I ran androids for a while.
Hey, let's
Androids
go.
was
dude.
the first team. Androids were the first team that I ranked top 10K with.
I believe it,
Ooh.
man. They were
Really?
busted back in the. I mean, they
Bro.
were very, very good back in the day.
What is up with everybody and this Android's backstory? Like, what? Like,
Yeah, I never
where
really
did
He said
Where did
Android's
this come from, bro?
backstory.
what's all this Androids talk coming from, bro?
Not for me. I don't
Reminiscent,
have any
man.
memory.
I remember my great grandpa ran
Yeah,
androids.
exactly,
and he
bro,
said,
like-
"Hi, 16.
The first team I got top 10K with, like, bro, who remembers? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey man, monumental moments right there. Come on now.
Dude,
Well-
CBG cracks me up.
Well, I think that being said, I think that's all we have to pretty much cover. Or actually, before we move on from Cell, there is actually a Reddit clip that was circulating around that I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. I wanted to get you guys' reactions as well as the chat, stuff like that, right? So
You mean the Reddit image?
No, it was like a clip, like on Reddit.
Okay.
Are you talking about like the new cell form
Yeah.
or whatever?
No,
Yeah, I saw that.
not
Oh.
the new Cell form, but it was of the actual Cell, like in game in Dragon Ball Legends. Just I was baffled by this clip. I don't have context like in terms of stars or anything like that, but just this clip was pretty wild. So let me go ahead and pull it up right here.
Oh, okay, so this is the cell with the new equipment.
Yes. So
Okay.
this guy is in like a 1v1 situation against Evo Vegeta, bro. And he eats this combo, bro. Look at this. Like he's doing no damage to him, bro. He's doing negative damage to this man.
Even that blast damage wasn't that much.
Yeah, dude, like before this Plat equipped, he was just dead, right? Like he was just dead on two
Right.
cards.
Yeah, he would have been dead right there. For
Yeah.
Sure.
And then look at the Cell's damage against him, bro. And I think this does proc the LF right here too.
Yeah, he's dead. He's 100% dead. He's 100%.
Yeah, dude, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
that's
Actually really
absolutely nuts.
that's actually impressive.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like
And I will say, it's not like Evo has ever been known for having like top tier defense, but then again, that is type disadvantage, so that is a big factor. And I think That is really impressive. The fact that that ultimate even triggered the LF and got the kill is very impressive.
Yeah. Dude, I
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted, bro. I was discombobulated. When I saw that clip, I was just like, I immediately like rushed to the comments and I was like, what were the stars, bro? There's no way. I still didn't get any context like on the stars or anything like that, but it's still impressive nonetheless. That equip is just
That
nasty.
is very impressive.
It said Evo flawless defenses.
Dude, that is right. That's the one unit they said would have flawless defenses, bro. I'll never let that down.
Dude, the community will never let that down, bro. They will never.
Bro, they straight up
That's
lied
what-
to our faces, bro.
That's what
Could have
his
said
Plat's
so
gonna
many
have.
different things.
No, but I'll tell you what I thought was impressive about that clip was the fact that, at the beginning of the clip, you see the strike damage, and the first thing I'm thinking of was like, okay, well, Evo doesn't really have like crazy strike damage, and then he actually used like a blast card or two, and the damage really wasn't that big of a difference from the strike damage. That's what I kind of noticed.
Mhm.
The blast damage wasn't as much as I thought it'd be, on Cell, I mean. So yeah, I think that was pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Like he's a whole different man. Like he's a whole different unit now.
And it's just a repeat of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta almost, where like they came out, they were viable for like a week or two. I mean, I think I've heard ZVG talk about this before, but Cell came out at like the worst time to where like he came out and he was maybe viable for like a week or two, and it seems like he got power crept like extremely quickly. And Super Saiyan
When
4
hybrids
Gogeta was
fell off.
kind of the same. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, everybody kind of liked him on release, but then we got the part 2 and we got the revival Gohan, and everybody just started shitting on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I think it's kind of the
Agreed.
same situation to where these
Yeah.
equipments are actually saving these units.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, they are. I really like how they do it, and especially if we do get Android support like this month, I really feel like they're doing a great job on trying to like resurrect certain LFs that didn't get a chance. I really feel like that's because Cell came out at the end of the hybrid meta, the meta he was supposed to counter, and like right before the festival, so he just came
Yeah.
out at the worst possible time. So I do like the fact that they are giving him a plat, and hopefully they do give Android some more support so he can really see some shine. I do like that a lot. So AG the next plat, please. Thank you very much. Or GB.
Or Rose? What about Rose?
Bro, Rose, bro, I was talking about some on my stream, a little bit off topic, but Rose plat, like literally just give him Cell's plat equip, but for the last lot, give him like 15% more chance, a 15% higher chance to steal Dragon Balls per strike, and give him like 50% more strike damage if the enemy is bleeding, like a DKP effect. Like that's all he needs, bro. Just give him that, and he's good to go, bro. He's good to go with that.
Okay.
If we were to ever to get a Rose plat, that'd be pretty nifty. So you'd have a 30% chance to steal a Dragon Ball on every strike. That'd be dope.
Oh yeah.
and I think Rose, you're talking about Purple Rose, I'm assuming I
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
is a good candidate for getting a unique plat for sure.
Oh yeah.
But
It makes me think that they have this in mind because it's hard to go back. Like once you make a unit, they're not really gonna nerf these units. So like they make them like kind of okay / mediocre. They always have that plat equipped to fall back on. But of course, we don't want a unit to be mediocre. They have this boost system implemented, right? They don't want to make a unit too busted on release. I do think that they have these platinum equips in mind after, while they drop them.
And I like it too because, well, that, like you said, I think it is very nice how they have that option to always make the plat equip. And then also, since power creep is a thing, an LF unit can come out, they can be viable for a little bit, and then after a couple months, they end up starting to fall off a little bit. And I think that's another way of looking at these plat equips to where, the LF comes out, you get your use out of them, and then a couple months later, you can get even more use
Get a
out of
buff.
them when they get
Yep.
their equipment. So, I'm definitely a fan of these plat equips, honestly, and it seems like they've been doing a decent job of like giving the right ones to the right units. You know what I mean? It's not like they're giving like
Agreed.
plat
Yeah.
equips to units that are already busted. It seems like they know which units need help. So I think they've been doing a
Kind
good
of.
job.
It's kind of the reason that they didn't give it to any, people were wondering why didn't VB get one or like GB or like any of these
Or
God
even
Key
merge
or like other
Zamasu.
units.
Yeah.
And it's because these teams are already so powerful that
Yep.
it's not the right timing for these buffs. Given, Cell might not have needed one 100% individually. The team needed the buff absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
Androids are just not in a hot spot. Neither is Regen. Given they're not bad teams, they are going to start to see some sort of revival right now, especially with the movie being so close.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I think that's pretty much all we have to say on the cell topic. So let's go ahead and move on to the best free to play units currently in the game. Moji, how are you feeling about? Or well, I'm sorry, Moji, you just covered the cell. Virgil, how are you feeling about the trunks, bro? The trunks.
I've only used them on release, like the night of I showcased them, but I've seen a lot of people use them, including yourself, like right now, before the podcast started, and I do agree he's probably one of, if not the best free to play units we've gotten. I've seen a lot of people slander him. I mean, given you can't even have him at high stars because of the time gate situation, which I think is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Honestly, they should definitely still have that system where if you want to use your skip tickets and energy on it, you should be able to. Like, I don't know why that's not a thing, for people that are doing showcases or just trying to, burn all their resources on him. They should definitely have an option to do that. But yeah, I think he's really good. I mean, he's a solid option. I don't think he's, it's given for every free to play option. They're not going to be like that unit. You know what I mean? They're free.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think he's replacing anybody, especially if it was like, I'm thinking of the Pod Frieza. Like, he was the green for LOE when he dropped, right? But I knew it wasn't going to be for too long. And then, like, looking now, like, we have Golden Frieza, Pod Frieza's in the mud, right?
Yep.
So these units are great options if you don't have that summonable option. Like, no one's going to replace this Trunks or replace Future Gohan with this Trunks, right?
Yep.
I mean, if you run the yellow setup, that's probably his most optimal build. You're getting the support from the Future Gohan. And just overall, like individually, I think his kit's really good, especially with the fact that he has more damage inflicted for LOE, given that is the most meta team right now, like the most dominant, most powerful team. He has more damage inflicted against them. His main ability is really solid. You don't get disrupted because you nullify cover change. You're getting a full hand. You're getting key. You get more damage for every first 3 cards, I believe. So he just has a lot of solid things that makes him a really good option, but I don't think he's amazing. You know what I mean? I don't think he's like over the edge. I just think he's really good, especially for free to play, which says a lot because you can actually be excited to look forward to free to play units.
Yeah, I think for a free to play unit, this guy's incredible. And just looking at this video that's on screen right now, it's just crazy how Bardock can just make any Super Saiyan look insanely good. But I've seen people use him without Bardock. I mean, even in the pre-stream show, I think Azdeek was using him, and I've seen some really good damage output from this yellow Trunks. Like, it's actually surprising. And like Virgil said, his main ability is actually really good. Doesn't he draw like a full new hand? And then you said he's immune to cover change as well?
Yep.
On his main ability? Yeah, that's the fact that they give that to a free-to-play unit is there any other free-to-play units that have that? I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
So the fact that they give that to a free-to-play unit is pretty, I mean, that's something to point out for sure. But yeah.
That ability
yeah.
to nullify cover change is actually huge.
Oh yeah, dude, and that's like I said, it's insane that they gave that to a free-to-play unit, and I'm definitely a fan of it. But yeah, he seems really good. I haven't even used him yet though, but he seems good.
I've used him a little bit. He seems fine. He's just decent. He's just a damage dealer that it doesn't really have any utility. Outside of his main ability, he doesn't really do that much. I mean, he's just okay, I guess. I mean, it's not good. It's not like, any groundbreaking thing or any like, obscene thing that he does that we haven't seen before. So he's fine. He's alright. He's decent. He's good enough to be used to get top 10K. He's alright. But as Virgil said, he's not replacing any unit really. Just not
a good option.
Yeah.
What about you, Moji? How you feeling about him?
I think it was because of the star count whenever I used him, but I didn't find him very impressive in the beginning. But as I've ground him up, so he really does decent damage. Like ZVG was saying, outside his main ability, he doesn't have much utility. So once I end up using that main ability, he's Rising Rush fodder. So he's all right.
He offers death buffs, so that's the other good thing. So you definitely want to make sure he dies first.
Right. That's my way of thinking with them is it's time for me to get that, 35% damage inflicted
Yes.
whenever he dies.
Yeah,
That's
I think
pretty
it's
good.
somewhere around there, and then he also gives health. I think he gives like 20% HP back too.
Damn, so he's almost
So-
like the or with
Death
his
buff.
death buffs, he's like the death buff Goku. It's almost the same
Yeah.
thing where he gives damage and he gives and he heals allies a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that death buff Goku? His death buffs, are they cancelable or are they uncancelable?
They're
I think they're
uncancelable.
I
Cancelable,
believe
yeah.
they're uncancelable, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
And he also gives
Blue card
penetrate
damage.
too.
Well, okay.
I
He
think.
penetrate, but
Yeah, I honestly, I know I kind of, well, especially me being free to play, right? I'm going to be a little bit biased towards these characters. Like, I get really excited for these free to play characters, but for me personally, I've been just, he's the reason why I'm having fun in PvP right now. He's like, I pretty much use him like religiously. And like, yeah, I understand that he doesn't have the best utility, but I truly believe like a unit that has 0 utility is someone, but like all damage is someone like the free to play Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that we got, right? Like everyone was like, oh my god, his damage is absolutely amazing, and I wasn't a big fan of him because I was just like, that's it, that's all he got. Though what else does he have? He just has damage.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
And God Key already has that. you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
Like God Key already has their damage options. So
Mhm.
I see what you're saying.
So I wasn't a big fan of him, but this guy came out. He actually, like, you look into his kit, he does have the buff against Lineage of Evil. He has the main ability to draw all the new cards, nullify that cover change. He has sub count manipulation, just in case you do get into a pinch, right? And you do need to sack him off. And then eventually when you do sack him off, you will get those damage buffs, which cannot be canceled, as well as restoring HP. And so I feel like he honestly, even though he might not be kicking anyone off of any of his teams, I really enjoy using him a lot.
Yeah, for a free to play unit,
Sweet.
I think he's actually really well designed. I mean, like we've kind of already talked about, he's kind of centered around his main ability, right? So you pop that main ability, you get a handful of new cards, you're immune to cover change, whatever. You get in, get your damage with him, and then eventually you sack him off and you get death buffs. I honestly, I think this is a really well designed unit. Is he, top tier? No, but for a free to play unit, I think he is very well designed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Agreed.
I was gonna ask because I haven't even touched this guy yet. I need to grind this guy. But what was it? You said he has sub count manipulation. What is it?
Whenever he is on the battlefield, he shortens all your ally sub counts by 2. Whenever he just enters that battlefield.
Whenever he comes into battle. Ooh,
Mhm.
that's kind of nice.
And he also shortens his own sub count every time another battle member is hit with the enemy strike, blast, or special move.
Ooh, that's huge. Because especially like you said, he's got the death buffs. Because I keep comparing him. Because ever since I heard he has death buffs, I keep comparing him to the death buff Goku. And the death buff Goku has that thing where whenever the enemy rushes or they pop a blue card or whatever, he shortens his own sub count to where you can just swap him in immediately. And it's kind of similar to that. It's not the exact same, but if he reduces his own sub count when your allies are taking hits, then it's kind of similar because then that'll give you time to swap into him and eat a rush, and then you get the death buffs.
Exactly.
So, I think honestly, like I said, I think he's really well designed.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's one of those units you just gotta get into the fight and do as much as you can do with him immediately. Like a quick burst and then pop his main and continue your combo.
Yep.
Two hands pretty much. You have that full hand and then pop your main. You got another hand, and you get his full usage right off the bat.
Mhm.
And then you use him as fodder.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's why I do like him. And then even with the strike cards, bro, he has like a nice little strike, 50% chance to bleed, right, per strike. And then his blue card is even decent, I would say. I mean, it sucks that it's major impact damage, right? This generally is just always bad. I think they give this to like all free to play units, right? Just the major impact damage, which is kind of lame. But it does cancel enemy attribute upgrades on hit 3 times, and that can be helpful, right? I've even had it come in clutch sometimes where I'm going against like an FSK, right? This is like his biggest kryptonite for FSK, right? Last man standing FSK, hit him with one of these, and then he just starts doing nothing.
yo, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, bro. This dude Azdik is finding everything to make this Trunks sounds better than what he is.
Bro.
Fucking cracking his kid. Bro, to make him sound better than he is. But I do like the
Dude.
I do like the enthusiasm for sure. I mean, he is decent. I will say that. Azzik, actually, I want to ask you this because I actually wanted to try this team out. Have you tried an event exclusive team, like just the event exclusive?
Yes, they're
Have you?
terrible, absolutely
Terrible?
awful. Yeah, bro. Like it's
Alright.
it's like,
I'm gonna have to try them and see how awful they are.
well, who are you planning on using? Because it's just
The blue Goku, the red, I mean the blue Vegeta, the red Goku, and the Trunks, bro. I mean that's all I can. And I have Code Ku on the bench along with one of the free to play Gokus and EX Radix for HP. I don't know how well it's gonna do, but I wanted to like test it out to see how if it's actually like viable for like just a purely free to play player, like just using a free to play team. Like, is it actually viable? I wanted to.
I bet
assess
you,
that.
like, depending on, like, if it's early season, I guarantee you could probably get some success with that team. But like, if it's like end of the season, that's probably not a team that I would use. In
Like,
my
I
opinion, just in
wonder
my
if you can
opinion.
get, like top 3,000. I wonder if that's a stretch. Like, I know top
Ooh.
10.
I bet you could. I
Most
bet.
likely.
I think in the 3K you
Most-
could for sure.
Yeah, I think you could get top.
Anything
top
not in
3K.
the top 1,000, you're chilling, I think. Once you hit the top 1,000 mark, you're just every match becomes really sweaty.
Yep.
But if Azzik says team task,
yeah, because I like I oversell
try it
teams.
out, bro.
I oversell teams for sure, bro. Like I've tried this team. Like I there's been times where I brought this team into a YouTube video, recorded for like an hour, and just scrapped all the footage. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this, bro.
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
doing this.
Did you try it out with the new Trunks though?
I have not tried it out with the new Trunks. I have tried it out with both of the blues. Vegeta, obviously, he does pretty good. Goku kind of just gets folded, right? Once those 40 timer counts hit, he's no longer type neutral, and he just flops, bro. So it's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, but I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
red Goku, I
definitely.
believe, and I'm not trying to go off on a different subject here, but the red Goku, he takes away enemy vanish, I think once, right?
I think it's actually 3 times, right?
Why?
Is it 3 times?
Oh, it's
okay, I was
twice?
gonna say.
Or
Okay, twice. I was gonna say if they gave him a couple more of those, then I think he could have had a little bit more value. But we all got to remember, we're kind of used to free-to-play units not being the best, and I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon. I will say this yellow Trunks, like I said, I think they designed him pretty well, but you just got to take it with a grain of salt because these are the free-to-play units, and
He's
usually
free,
free-to-play
yep.
units that you can't really compare them to the premium units. That's just how it is, unfortunately. So.
yeah. Well, who's the best free to play unit in the game in your guys' opinion right now?
Let me think about that for a second. If anybody else wants to answer, I'm gonna think about it.
I think, I mean, you could easily say this Trunks, he, just damage wise and like usefulness, LOE is pretty prominent right now. But I mean, besides him, the
What about
red Goku.
What about Red Shenron?
Oh yeah, I'm not even thinking of him. I think it's him.
Yeah, Red Shenron.
Ultra
is-
Shenron's probably the best.
Yeah, he's very
Yep.
good.
He's actually like a core on GT, so
Okay.
Or yeah, I guess you could say Pod Frieza's up there as well, even though he kind of already got replaced.
Right.
You could still say that he does have value. I don't know.
Like
I'd probably say the
Sparking
Red
18.
Shenron.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's fair.
Wait, what'd you say, Moji? The Green 18?
The green 18's
Yeah.
a really good unit too.
Yeah, she is very good.
I definitely think she's the most underrated out of all them. Like I feel like
Right.
no one gives her any love, bro, but she is so disgusting.
I think it goes back to talking about Cell. It's her team currently. Androids get 1 or 2 more units or a Zenkai, and her value's gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, I can see that. Just her being able to go type neutral, right, and then
Mhm.
being able to just restore her vanish. Like it's just obviously we see it with Kaioken Goku. That ability, being able to restore your own vanish, is so broken, right?
powerful. Yeah.
It is so absurd.
Well, because it's almost
So-
like you have an extra swap out when you think about it, when you can restore your vanish like that. Because like normally you waste your vanish and you're either forced to swap out or gain priority. It's one or the other, or you're losing priority, right? So if you have a unit that can restore your vanish, it's almost like you have extra swap outs, basically. Like when you think about it. But yeah, the green 18's busted. I agree with Moji. Like, if you know, androids can get some more love here soon, and I think her value is going to go up for sure. Because what other green options are there for androids? I guess green 21.
Super 17.
Oh yeah, Super 17. I forgot about him.
What'd you say, ZBG?
21 and 17 are like those old. Like, I don't think they're even worth throwing.
Oh, I thought you said Golden Cell, bro. I was tripping, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You're kidding, right?
I was like, what?
Oh, okay. That's all you want to hear. Okay. I just want to sell units. Okay.
Oh my god, bro. I was tripping. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, so if you guys if androids get some more love, let's say, I don't know what's gonna drop, but let's say in the upcoming months we get some more androids units and some more buffs for androids. Do you think the green Super 17 is gonna be the best green option then?
I think you're just going on green, to be honest.
I think.
No. I think 18 would definitely be better than percent.
Yeah. I think 18 is the
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a new one. Like it's just that time.
Oh,
Where,
just
where
get a
any of
new
the new
green?
Android units, we're just gonna get a new
Yeah.
one. It's the same thing with the Friezas on LOE. Like we got Pod Frieza, and then not too long after, they dropped Angel Golden.
Yeah.
So it's if we see some androids buffs, undoubtedly one of them is gonna be green. Given there's not many green options.
Yeah, I can see that.
And honestly, I think that's something that we can look forward to is a replacement green for androids. It's because when they release a new color or one of these colors like this, they have to make the summonable unit better than the free-to-play, right? And Android 18 is pretty good, but they have to make the summonable better. Like you saw the same thing with Pod Frieza. Angel Golden Frieza came out immediately, like how you said, Virgil, put him in the mud, right? Immediately.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that we can look forward to, that the next green android that gets dropped, they have to be better than this free-to-play 18. And this free-to-play 18 is pretty good.
For all we know, that the LF could be green. Like if it's androids base or whatever it is, 17, 18, it could be a green unit.
Yeah.
And I
That is
wouldn't
true.
mind them. I wouldn't mind if they dropped a new LF for androids. I wouldn't mind it being green. I would just want to see type neutrality, like on the main ability or something. I think that's one of the reasons like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is still so prominent, because yeah, he's green. There's some strong purples running around, but he has that option to go type neutral. I don't know. Type neutrality is just something. It can make a decent unit just so much better. Just simply have. Simply having just type neutrality.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying it would be like required, but I think it would be nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's what even kept 18 alive, like during her release, right? Because she came out as a green unit, like it announced that she was green, and then everyone was like dead on arrival. Mono purple meta, nope, she ain't living. And then she actually did pretty decent because of the fact that she went type neutral, and that even when Goku Vegeta would swap, you're still a green unit. You just maintain like type advantage right there in that situation when the Vegeta counterpart would come in, right? She did pretty well for herself, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. And especially dropping when mono purple was so relevant. That type neutrality was huge.
Mhm.
So
Yep, absolutely needed it. But that being said, I think we've talked about free to play units enough right here. Let's go ahead and move on to the newest banner, bro. Like ZVG, I gotta know, man. You gotta let me know. Are we summoning on this banner?
Hold on. I can't take Alex serious, bro. No, we are skipping this banner entirely. Like I don't like it. I mean, people have to be smart by now. People have to know that this banner is clearly trash. This banner is terrible. Like no unit on this banner is like super valuable right now in the meta. Like you don't need any of these units because like none of these movies is like almost a tier 2 team at this point. None of these units are gonna impact your PvP experience to greater height. None of them. Skip. Do not even dailies, bro. Like you could not do dailies on this banner and you're missing nothing. Like, because even if you pull a GB, trash. LF Broly, trash. Green Broly, unused, like terrible. GV, the only decent thing, but even then, they're like not really in the meta right now. So just skip it. Don't summon. Don't even do deals on it. Just don't even think. Just this banner just doesn't exist. Like just have that mindset. This banner does not exist. Just go about your day and you'll be good to go. This banner is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I can't see any reason to summon on this. Even if I guess if you're somebody that needs blue boys, but even like ZVG said, it's not like you really need blue. Like if you would have asked me a couple months ago, I would have said, yeah, blue boys is like one of those units you almost definitely want to have for grinding PvP. But nowadays, it's not like you really need blue boys. Are they still viable? Absolutely. I revisited blue boys the other day, and they still performed very well. But I don't think they're as required as much as they used to be. So I agree. Definitely a banner to skip for sure. Especially with anniversary so close.
It's kind of sad too, because if they would have made this banner a little better, this is the first return of the Blue Boys since Legends Festival, so it would have made the banner a little better. You know, it really would have been some good bait.
Well, they should have put like maybe Super Saiyan 4 is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on here?
No.
Nope.
I don't think so. So yeah, they needed to maybe throw like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on here. I'm sure I could probably think of some other LFs, but even just if they had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on here, the combination of him and Blue Boys, there would have been some more value to summon. But
Yep.
yeah, with anniversary so close, man, save your CC, guys.
As a matter of fact, the 2 of the 3 headline units on this banner are like 2 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, the Gogeta Blue and Broly, they've just been on every single banner. I mean, I can't even do my dailies. I have these units, all of them at 14. I'm not sure why anyone would want to summon on this banner, given like they've had many opportunities to pull them. I mean, there's no buffs going around. There's no platinum items for these units. And like you guys said, Blue Boys is just falling off. They're going to get a platinum equip in like 2 months.
That'd be crazy, bro.
And don't
I mean,
be
with the way
surprised.
that they're dropping them, like, you know,
Yeah.
they're dropping them for more newer units, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't be surprised if they bring Blue Boys back on anniversary too. Like, they
Right.
brought them back for this banner, but I would not be surprised if Blue Boys was like one of the side units on the anniversary banners coming up soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the funniest thing about this banner is that usually when you get these bait banners or just even more recent banners, they're flooded with the entire sparking pool, right? Like they have every single
Yeah.
sparking, and this one doesn't. Like it's like they really thought they did something here, hon. They're like, this is gonna make them summon for sure. Like, if we only got this handful of sparkings on there, they're gonna want to summon now. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me. Look at yeah, so
I love that. You said they really thought they did something.
Bro, as he got jokes.
so I think we're all in unison that no one has spent CC on this then. Like none of us.
Yeah.
Like not even me, bro. Not even me. Like that's crazy. If I didn't summon on it, like you know damn well that you
That
shouldn't
is
be summoning
facts.
on it.
That is
That's true.
facts. That's facts right there.
All right, so I think that basically covers the banner right here. It's not even good bait. Like when I first saw this, I thought it was gonna be good bait just because of Goku Vegeta, and then I saw the banner. I was like, "That's crazy, bro." I was not expecting that at all. It's pretty rough overall. No one should be summoning on this, especially with everything coming like right around the corner, bro. Like there's just so much more to look forward to. Like you want like. You have to do better, Legends. You have to do better with this, bro. You're not baiting anyone with this. They're not catching no one with this one. I don't know a single soul who's summoned on this.
I
yeah.
think at the bare minimum, it's probably like those new players. Like if you're new to Legends and you see Gogeta Blue Boys, and even Broly on a banner together, it's like, this must be a steal. Like these all look premium. These all look insane. But if you're like anything, you know, at least a year into the game, a couple months into the game, you guys should know, don't waste your CCs on this banner.
Yeah, because
It's definitely meant for new players.
remember, anniversary banners are going to be, or at least most of the time, anniversary banners are like way better than something like this. I don't want to, presume that they are gonna be good, but I'm assuming normally anniversary banners are very, very good. So, comparing this banner to something like we're gonna get on anniversary, it's definitely way smarter to just save your chrono crystals.
Mhm. So honestly, that being said, that pretty much covers it right there. We got one more topic for you guys, and that is regarding the newest, the upcoming reveals and stuff. Who is getting the next LF? Swift, talk to me, Swift.
All right, so what I think is coming, and I'm purely speculating from looking at PvP, looking at the tags that need love. I don't want to see anything for God Key. I don't want to see anything for LOE. If I had to predict on something that I think is healthy for the game, I would like to see either an androids buff, so like either dual 17 and 18, or it doesn't even have to be that, just some type of androids love. You could even argue GT needs a little bit of love. I don't think GT is like as down bad as some people portray them to be. I think you can pretty successfully run a GT team, but they're not as good as they once were. So I think androids, GT, I'm trying to think, maybe like Vegeta Clan, but I don't know, they're usually not that good about giving Vegeta Clan love. So realistically, I would like to see something for androids or even GT, but preferably androids, because I think androids just needs it more than any other tag. So I would like to see probably like a dual 17 and 18 or something like that, or maybe like a new 17, or I don't know. It's tough to say, but I think androids needs the love more than anything else.
Okay. All right.
Is there any possibility they would drop the movie content earlier? I don't think so, right?
No way. I think they would.
No way, right?
I think they want to keep it spoiler free right now. Or, well, I mean, I guess,
Right.
Because they would need their movesets,
How about if
right?
they dropped Gamma 1 and 2, right?
Ooh.
Like they've already like shown their like, you know, in the trailers and stuff like that. So it wouldn't have been like too much, and it would actually like give some hype for the movie. I feel like if they dropped Gamma 1 and 2, it'd be the androids buffs that are kind of, you know, a given right now. You know, we got the free to play Trunks, which is like kind of he's in that arc, right? The androids arc, and then the platinum item. I mean, we're pretty much expected to get an android. It'd be pretty surprising if we didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think you know, there's a slight chance we could see something from the movie. Who knows? Because it's been really dry. It's been really dry.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the delay messed up like this entire month for them, low key.
Thank God, because now it means that for part 2, Annie, we're getting the movie units, bro. So you already know I'm saving for that. Give me that ultimate Piccolo, bro.
Ooh, okay.
And you Gohan, yes sir.
New Gohan, new Ultra Gohan, Ultra FSK. Let's go.
You excited for that, ZVG?
What, the movie?
Oh yeah, you're a movies man, right?
Yeah, man, except for the movies units, I don't really care about the movie, to be honest. Like, I don't really care about the Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 or even the Red Ribbon Army. I don't know why they even exist to this day, but Ultimate Piccolo looks dope. Gohan looks like he's gonna actually do something finally. Been 25 years, and yeah, it's gonna be nice. But yeah, I do expect an Ultra Gohan. I don't see any other candidate for an Ultra because it won't be a Saiyan 100%. Either gonna be Gohan or like a Frieza, or hopefully not a Frieza, or like a Regen Janemba or something like. But it's definitely not gonna be a Saiyan.
Yeah, I could see hybrids or regen getting that love.
Wait, did ZVG just say a Frieza?
He did.
He did.
Accidentally, I said it and then I was like, LOE exists. I was like,
Clip it and
never
ship it,
mind,
boys.
never mind.
Clip it and ship it.
Never mind.
ZVG wants an Ultra Frieza. Clip it and ship it.
That's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Oh my god. All right, well let's keep rolling with the predictions. Who wants to go next for this, or did we go through everyone already?
I'm thinking tag 17 and 18. I think it's time
Yes, sir.
for another tag unit, and what better than the twins themselves?
That is true. It is true. Okay.
If they close the deal like thinking LOE's complete, but maybe they drop a Mecha Frieza and a King Cold.
That would be
Or
painful, but it would be cool.
Terrible.
or
I'll finish for you, Andy. Terrible.
I know there's
Here.
one guy that would really be down for that, honestly.
I know a couple of people that also be down for a tag Frieza and Android 17.
Ooh.
17, 18.
17 and Golden Frieza from
Oh
TOP.
yeah, 17 Golden Frieza. I've been waiting for that unit for quite some time.
So
That is a possibility as well. For me personally, I know it's definitely just linear thinking. I definitely feel like it's going to be an Android Saga unit or it's going to be a Cell Saga unit. And for me personally, I do want I'm on the same boat with Moji. I want the Duo 17 and 18. But if we don't get that, honestly, I want Vegeta to get some love, bro. Like this is the Android Saga right here on the screen right now, right? We don't got a lot of units here. Okay. I feel like Super Saiyan Vegeta, the first time he ever went Super Saiyan, deserves an LF.
I
Truly.
agree.
Big,
Like he only has
Big
one
Bang
card.
Vegeta.
Mhm. Big Bang
Who?
Vegeta. LF.
Yeah, see, but here's the issue though. It's either gonna be the Big Bang Vegeta or LF or the Final Flash one, and I ain't gonna cap. It has to be the Final Flash one, bro. Big Bang is cool now, but that Final Flash, bro.
But Toshi's like, why not both?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
opposed, but like, can you just like spray it out like 3 months between each?
No.
But
No.
I think I'm really glad that it's not Vegeta coming out next week. Well, hopefully it's not him coming out this week because I was getting nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting
Have to
nervous.
summon, right?
Cause I would have I would have no choice. I've been waiting for this, man. Like we haven't had a Android Saga Vegeta since 2018 actually. Yeah, 2018.
Was it
that's
this
the last
one?
time we
This
got a
EX
Final
one?
Vegeta, right? No, like a sparking Android Saga Vegeta. I'm pretty sure it was 2018 or when we got the red one and the yellow one. That's
I
it.
think
We
there's
haven't
a-
had one since.
There's a good chance, dude, that we'll get it. Honestly.
But yeah, I would love that actually because it really does. Please let it be transforming. Oh my god. Or Ultra. Probably the big one is gonna be the Ultra, and then the LF one is the Final Flash.
Oh, I'd be down with that actually.
I wouldn't mind that.
Actually,
I wouldn't
yeah.
mind that, bro.
All right.
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. All right. So now we got to get into the nitty and gritty. What about 1% units? Because now they're dropping these banners with 1% units. So what 1% unit do you want to see on this banner? From whatever. Like, what do you guys think it's gonna be?
Dr. Gero.
Oh, dude, honestly, I was thinking the same thing, bro. I'd be down for that.
Support
We don't have a sparking, yeah.
That's-
Dr. Gero.
Sparking Android 19.
Oh, I get.
We
Okay.
we go with a dual unit or maybe a Android 20 support unit, something like that.
Okay.
Android 19, I think would be cool if they like actually made him good. I don't know. I think that would be a pretty cool unit to have like alongside if they dropped like an LF, like dual 17 and 18, and then like a new Sparking 19 or Sparking 20 alongside the LF unit. I think that would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
But
Did drop a new type of heart virus Goku.
That like an actual
Remember-
good one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. I like because I enjoyed the charm of this Goku, this one right here, right? But he's impossible to play with, right? So if they made like an actual good one,
That's cap,
what do you mean? What do you mean that's cap?
bro. He's usable.
He's usable? All right, you guys are all right. ZVG's gonna make a showcase on him soon, so be on the lookout for
The
that.
way
video.
you
Yeah.
said that, bro.
Confirmed.
The way you said that,
Confirmed.
Bro, I'm dead, bro. Bro, I saw somebody say that. What if you got like a LF Yardjack Goku, bro?
Not an LF, but at 1%, I would like that.
Yardjack Goku.
Mhm.
A good one.
Yeah,
You'd be cool for sure.
just
Yeah,
his
yeah,
drip,
be
bruh. I love that fit, man. Like, if I could buy this fit in real life, I would. I like it.
I mean, you could. It's just like a turtleneck, right? A turtleneck with
It's like it's a very puffy turtleneck.
Turtleneck
Yeah.
with shoulder pads, right?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna Google this on Etsy after this podcast. I'm gonna get this fit. What? So what?
yeah.
Or go ahead, Virgil.
Androids is probably it. It's Androids, and they might slap. You know, there's a small chance that we could see that Vegeta, just because it's from a similar arc, similar saga. I mean, that final Flash Vegeta is from the Cell Saga, so he's not. He wouldn't be in the Androids like fit in that realm, but it's close enough. You know what I mean? And then they would maybe make the Spark like the 1% Androids, but it's around that time. Like I'm definitely getting the vibe of just Androids being back on the come up. That movie right around the corner, we're about to see a lot of Androids buffs. Given they were never really that it team, I don't think. Maybe in the very beginning, like when the game, you know, all those early units, they had some, you know, they used to be that it, quote unquote, not really it, but like they were really good. but I don't think they were ever on any caliber. Like, say Eloise on right now, I've never seen androids this powerful, or like any meta team, like Saiyans, hybrids. Androids is on the come up for sure. I mean, that's what they do. They you know, whenever they start to buff a tag, they're gonna continuously drop some buffs here and there, some items, some new units, some free to play units. Like we just seen some androids not that long ago. They're free to play 18, the Android 21. We're seeing little pieces here and there, but we're gonna get the full buffs for the movie and then whatever comes out for here. So androids is it's almost a guarantee. If they don't drop, you know, I wouldn't even be surprised at the same time, because Legends loves to throw them curveballs and just like throw you off completely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened with LF Jiren, right? They dropped those androids, the girl units, and then they LF Jiren.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be focusing on androids for a little bit, and then I'm kind of predicting that they're going to be showing androids a lot of love, and then they're maybe eventually going to transition back to regen, and then transition back to like Saiyan. You know, that's how they always do it. They just bounce back and forth. So I could see androids being up next, and then maybe bouncing back to regen after that or something.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see some, like, you know, GT sprinkled in, some God Key sprinkled in. Hopefully no more LOE for a little bit. And like I said, I think even God Key's in a great spot right now. I don't think God Key really needs anything. So I think androids is definitely like the most deserving tag that needs love right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that. They've been out of the spotlight for far too long.
I mean, basically since 18 got her Zenkai. I know when she got her Zenkai, androids were a pretty formidable team, but over time, I mean, Zenkai 18 just kind of lost. I mean, and she can still be decent, but she's just not what she used to be when she first came out.
Yeah,
so,
right.
And overall, androids just isn't in the best spot.
Mhm.
But I mean, realistically, with this new Cell equipment, you could probably build a team with like Cell, Zenkai 18, somebody else, and it's not going to be that bad. But I think androids is just missing like one or two key players, or one or two key units, I should say, to be top tier again.
Yep, I agree. You know, so another couple tags I want to throw out there is female warriors for Battlemore, my boy, and then Dragon Ball Saga. I have to.
Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Saga I'd like to see.
Yeah, they gotta throw them in the ring too. Would love to see some.
And
love for
people
them.
always make the argument like nobody's going to summon for a Dragon Ball Saga unit, but remember, we have the leader slot now, so you're not even forced to run them on Dragon Ball Saga. So if they did drop like a really good Dragon Ball Saga unit, like a unit that's actually viable, you're not really forced to run them on that team. So I think if they did drop a Dragon Ball Saga and they were actually good, I think people maybe would summon for it. But obviously when you compare it to like, you know, God Key or what, or GT or these other
The hype factor.
yeah, it's a different thing, but I think it all depends on how good the unit actually is. If a unit's good, people are gonna summon. That's how I look at it.
Exactly, and that's what honestly, like, not to go on a tangent right here, but that's what pisses me off about some of these gacha games, is like you see it a lot in Dokkan. Honestly, like I'm sure for the Dokkan players in chat, you guys know what I'm talking about. But they'll release like an obscure unit that they know probably won't sell that well. When you release a unit like that, you have to make them good. You have to make them good to give your audience an incentive to go after them. Because when you put on an obscure unit like that and you make them trash, then they look back at the data and they're like, damn, this character really ain't popular. He ain't hidden like that. And then they don't put out those obscure characters, and it really sucks, dude. Because it's just like, you could have just made him good. He would have done decent on the summons, you know.
Reminds me of that OG Rebrian. That's like the whole incentive to summon on the blue Rebrian, which
She was fantastic, right? She was phenomenal. She was crazy.
I got lucky on a single, bro, and all I was running was, I think it was females, or like female warriors at the time, and she was just disintegrating units, bro. Like her ultimate was hitting like a truck, but you would never expect it because she's not all that hype, right? But Rebrian.
Yep. Yeah, we need that
Ultra
transforming.
Rebrian.
Yep. That'd be perfect, bro. All right, so I think it's basically confirmed that out of all of us, ZVG wants to transforming Ribrian the most. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop. We're gonna hop onto a break, and we'll come back with your guys' questions. So definitely make sure to leave some in the chat. Alrighty, guys, so we are back, and my boy Moji is going to be your designated MC, so make sure to drop those questions in the chat below.
All right. First question we got here is from Unknown Bryans. Do you think the new Android LF will get power crept heavy once the anniversary Ultras and LFs drop like Cell did?
Nope.
No.
Well, I mean,
Nah, they have to know that they have to make these ultras like really freaking good, so that they I mean the Android LF really good, so that they don't get power crept. I don't think they want another cell situation on their hands, so I don't think they're gonna power crept from the anniversary.
yeah, I mean, I hope that if they do drop an Android LF in the next week or two or whatever, I hope that they don't just get outshined by the anniversary stuff. But I mean, realistically, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, that's not what I want to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drop like an Android LF and then they just completely get, overshadowed by the anniversary stuff. I don't know. I mean, that's typical Legends. We're used to seeing stuff like that, but I hope not. I mean, Android, like we've kind of already said, Androids needs the love. So I hope they give Androids a good unit, and, whatever drops on anniversary, hopefully it's not really too impactful, especially if it's different tags. Like if they drop like a Android LF in a week or two, and then they switch to different tags for the anniversary, it's probably not going to impact Androids that much. So I don't know. I hope not, though.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they'll do fine. Like Swift is saying, I don't think they're gonna. I think they'll make them really good for now. You know what I mean? But it's bound to happen. Like the anniversary units are just gonna outshine everything. Hopefully, with the we want new units to be crazy, right? Like we don't want, no one wants to summon for underwhelming units, and like that's the biggest thing. I think they've learned from the past. If you drop something that's not that great or like underwhelming, no one's gonna summon for it. So
Yeah.
Right.
And especially
Alright.
with Androids being in the spot that they are in now, like I made the comparison to like LOE earlier because, LOE was dead for so long and then they finally got the love that they needed. So I have a feeling they're kind of doing the same thing with Androids right now, but we'll see.
agreed.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right, next question coming from Thanks Scott. So with fourth Annie around the corner and TOP almost confirmed, what other tag do you want to see with part 1 and 2 of the anniversary? What do you think?
Movies.
Movies?
For part 2.
I still want to see a Mafuba Roshi.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bro.
Interesting.
OG Dragon Ball versus Super?
No, there's a
Or
Mafuba Roshi from TOP. Yeah.
TOP. TOP Mafuba Roshi, okay.
But if they did make one from Dragon Ball Saga, that would still be cool.
Mhm.
But just like for team synergy wise, like if they made the one from TOP, what is that? That's technically USS, right? So
Right.
they're slowly
Yeah.
building up a USS tag. I mean, I would be cool either way, but I think the one from TOP would be better for just USS, right? It would help that team get a little bit. Even though USS is pretty damn good right now.
Right.
But yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Let's see.
And imagine
Alright.
the animations, dude. I feel like if they
Ooh.
dropped a Mafuba Roshi, I think the animations would be clean.
A revival Mafuba Roshi,
Oh,
You
that'd
know?
be crazy.
where Goku's sitting there trying to revive him, and that would be pretty dope. You'd
Yeah,
give,
that would be cool.
that would give them their revival unit that they need. Next question coming from colleague. Does endurance that cannot be nullified seem like a good idea? Because there's a lot of characters that just flat out nullify it. I'm gonna say
Yes.
no. That's what revival's for.
Yeah, I was about to say that's basically just revival then.
Revival.
I don't know, because we obviously I don't think we've seen anything like that before, where it's like a flat out endurance unit that just ignores endurance nullification. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that is basically just revival, right?
Revival. Right.
I mean, Beerus nullifies now, so they've already implemented that.
True.
You know what I
True.
mean?
True. I mean, as long as nullify revival has some sort of special condition, I'll be okay with that. As long as they don't turn into a full power Frieza situation where a unit can just revive it.
Oh god, I hope
not-
they
or
never do that.
Yeah, it just nullify it in general.
Yeah, that was when they first announced the Beerus, the blue Beerus. I was a little worried because I wasn't sure like what the stipulations were for the anti-revival. But when we found out that it was only on the blue card, I felt a little bit better. But yeah, if there was a unit that just like did it permanently, that'd be nuts. That'd be a little too overpowered, I think.
Yeah. I mean, with the way that like abilities work and the power creep is rolling, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like the fact that they implemented like strike locks, I don't think that's something we thought about before they did it.
Right.
And you know, they might throw, you know, a year from now, what are the abilities? You know, they already have paragraphs on these unique abilities and like all these different things that units can do and stuff. So it's really hard to say what they're gonna do, and I believe there's a lot of testing going on behind the scenes. So it's something, you know, that we shouldn't leave out of the world of possibility. You know, it's definitely something that could happen. You know, they definitely could do it, but I don't know if they will do it because it shuts down a lot of things. Like units that nullify endurance will, you know, that's the value just lost right there.
Right.
Full power Frieza, the Rose, like they have the ability for a reason.
You know,
Yeah.
bro, you know what would be, I just thought about that. You know what would be a terrible ability? Because we were talking about like the strike locks. Like we have a lock for almost everything, right? Like we have essentially almost like a rising rush lock because of LOE. Strike lock, we have blast lock, we have main ability lock. Imagine if we had like a unit that disorientated you, where if you swipe to the left, it would make you dash up. And-
Oh God.
Oh,
Bro,
that
stop,
sounds-
stop,
don't
stop,
even-
stop,
don't even
stop,
make
stop.
that an
Don't
idea.
even continue, because these devs watch the podcast, bro. We know, bro. Do not give them any bro, that'd be crazy.
They just took a note right now.
Bro, that sounds miserable.
Bro, that sounds, dude. That's like our worst obscure, bro. Like,
yeah.
that would be,
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yo.
that would be terrible, bro.
Anyway, next question. We got one from SSJ Chum Chum here. If GT got a new unit, Ultra, LF, Zenkai, or Sparking, what character would you like to see?
LF baby,
Oh,
LF baby?
LF
yeah.
baby, or
Yeah, same here.
Ultra,
Same
or
here.
LF tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta.
Sam.
I would like to see a LF Spirit Bomb Goku from GT, Universal Spirit Bomb
Ooh.
Goku. Just
That's a cool one.
Don't we still
throwing
need
that out
the-
there?
Don't we still need the Dragon Fist Kid Goku?
Yes.
No, we have that.
The
They have
red
the
one.
Kid Goku, but
Yeah.
just not the like. If they made like an LF for the Dragon Fist, that'd be sick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, we do have the
I see,
blue
yeah.
the blue Kid Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
We have the red one too that actually does the Dragon Fist on the Ultimate.
Mm-hmm. We got
Oh, yeah.
the red GT Kid Goku.
Yeah, I completely forgot about him, dude. That I used to let. And I'm not trying to go off topic, but I used to love that guy. His animations are so nice.
Same here. Same here.
Dude, you know what I want? And I know ZVG is already he's already staring at me, bro. I can feel it.
All
I
right,
can feel
let's
his
hear it.
presence, bro. I want just a regular sparking. It doesn't have to be special. No Ultra LF or a Zenka or anything like that. I want a sparking GT Goten. The ladies, man, Goten, bro.
Yo, stop.
LF is he still your girl,
1%
right?
sure, 1% sure, but LF GT.
No. I just need the sparking, bro. I just need the sparking. Oh, we'll be good with that.
Alright.
That's who I want, bro. He was a
What
player.
about Oceana Shenron?
Oh, Oceana. That would be nice.
I don't know
too.
if she would be. I don't know if she'd be an LF, but I could easily see her being like a 1%.
True. A whole shadow. Well, we have the Shadow Dragon tag, and so far we don't have all the Shadow Dragons yet. So.
Yeah, exactly. It would help that tag. It would help GT. It would help female warriors. That would actually be a pretty good unit for them to drop.
True.
And she's kind of like a waifu, so people are gonna summon.
That is true. You know,
True.
Truth
True.
14 starring on release. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Let's see. All right. So let's see. Question from RMT. What characters are you most looking forward to for the anniversary?
Not MUI.
MUI Goku, tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta, Ultra Gohan with a LF Ultimate Piccolo Part 2. That's what.
MUI, 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 and MUI. Yeah.
LF,
He's the only unit I care about
LFMUI.
in the existence of this game. Only MUI.
I mean,
LFMUI.
It makes sense for them to drop MUI on Anniversary. It definitely makes sense. I still think God Key's fine where they're at right now, but for Anniversary hype, I would not be surprised if they dropped MUI. People are gonna summon for him either way. Even people that don't main God Key are still gonna summon for him. So I mean, it's just a hype character.
Same.
Agreed.
Same. As long
Go ahead.
as long as he's an LF and not an ultra.
Yeah, I don't think we need another Ultra for God Key, that's for sure.
I think so the question was for any kind of unit, right? Just any kind of anniversary
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah.
If we do get a part 2 that centers around the movie, right? I want a grown-up Goten for a sparking unit.
Ooh.
Like a grown-up Goten in Trunks.
What about the new like teen version of Goten and Trunks?
Yeah, because they're finally aging after for how long, bro? I would love to see that in game.
Ever.
Years.
What would you guys think about Legends is crossing over to Heroes with Shallot going over to Dragon Ball Heroes. What would you guys think about a Heroes collab anniversary?
Oh, dude, I think that would sell. I think that could actually work. Like a Heroes anniversary. I don't know, because Dokkan hasn't even explored that avenue yet, huh? They haven't done like a Heroes unit for anniversary, huh?
I think
I think it's just
they crossed over. I think global. I think it was like third
Oh, okay.
or fourth year. They crossed over for the anniversary.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that. I thought they just had one specific date, but I would love a Heroes collab, bro. Like, I think a lot of people really, like, as much as people, like, will take, like, a dump on the Heroes anime or whatever, it's fan service at its purest form, bro. Like, you just want to see these people these swole men, bro, just battling it out. That's what it's all
Right.
about.
I think it
Right.
could be hype depending what the actual character that, what they're actually dropping. It could be hype, but
Agreed.
I don't
They
know,
have
man.
to
I
be
never
dropping.
really got into Heroes. I'm not like super familiar with all the characters. I know some of them, but I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same boat as me where like you just never really watched Heroes. I've seen some of it, but not all of it.
Right.
I don't know. It's because it's not
I'm
really.
on that boat.
It's not like original to the anime. It's not original to the manga. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we see these units from even Dragon Ball Saga, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, that's all official, right? These are official designs, official characters, official transformations from, the actual manga, the actual show. And I don't know how a Heroes collab would. I don't know. I think it could be hype, but it's just kind of a gray area where I don't know how successful it would be, but I don't know. I'm always a fan of new stuff like that, so I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Two.
Let's see. I think we got time for one more question coming from Nas 290591. Do you guys think it's fair locking the 14 stars for new free-to-play units behind the new game mode? Is
No,
it the right way?
no.
I think it should be the old way.
Well,
Yeah.
the old way was, if I can remember right, and I'm not talking about free-to-play Zenkais, I'm talking about free-to-play characters where you're actually grinding
Right.
the Z power, not the awakening Z power. Because I think it used to be you could just spend as much energy and skip tickets as you wanted, and you could grind them like basically right off the bat, right?
14 stars day one, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I remember when I think Blue 21 came out, like not her Zenkai, but when she actually came out, I remember I spent a bunch of energy to get her done. I would prefer it to where you could just grind it all at once. If you got the energy and skip tickets for it, then go for it.
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of time gating in general.
Honestly, personally, coming from a content creator standpoint, I don't mind the time gates just because, boom, he releases, okay, here's the 4-star showcase. A week
That's
later,
true.
here's the red star showcase. Another week
That's
later,
true.
here's the 14-star showcase. But I do not like it being gated behind the full power, or what is it called? The newest game mode?
The trashiest
yeah.
game mode of all time.
No, ZPG, that's not true.
That's not true.
Co-op's better. Co-op's better. No debate.
Yeah, I don't like them time gating it behind that because I know a lot of people actually were complaining to me that they couldn't 14-star the Super Saiyan Blues because of that damn event. And you know, I honestly could resonate with their feelings. Like it was just like, yeah, like I understand, like it's pretty, especially the Jiren fight. Like I feel like a lot of people were able to get through the Topo fight, like brute their way through it, but a lot of people really struggled with the Jiren fight, ZVG included. And so it was just, I don't know. I think I don't think that's the move right there, bro. Like it was difficult. It was a difficult game mode, and it just completely felt like you don't have Ultra Kaioken. All right, then good luck. Try again, like next time. Wait until this event comes back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's more incentive to summon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, I will give it to ZVG. It made for some very entertaining content. So he still got that out of it. He still got that.
Yeah,
that is true.
it was entertaining.
But other than that, I don't mind the time gates necessarily.
Well, and also it's like
I think it'd be cool if they gave us
go ahead.
the option, you know, like I probably still wouldn't burn all my resources, but like, you know, if there's like an option to at least go from the 4 to 6, like for those, you know, we're doing initial showcases as content creators. How about if we're like in the higher ranks? It's just harder to perform with 4-star units, you know, to really see what a unit's about. You should at least have them 6, maybe 7 for the initial, and we can't even do it because it's time gated. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather have like that option, maybe like not to go past maybe a certain point, but like at least give us that Z ability, that 6-star Z ability, or maybe the 7-star stats.
I would, you know, I honestly, I do agree with that, because when you look at a unit, like a free-to-play unit, right, like at 4 stars, like you already know they're gonna perform kind of badly, right? It's kind of hard to, especially for all of you guys in here. You guys all consistently play in the high ranks, so bringing in a 4-star unit is almost like a death wish for you guys, right?
Right.
So
yeah, especially a 4-star like free-to-play unit.
Yeah.
Like, you're just putting yourself at disadvantages at that point.
yeah, so I definitely do understand that.
RP.
But I mean, I can understand, like, I understand why they time gate. They obviously want you to be logging in every day and getting your stuff done. But I don't know. The way I look at it is like, if you're going to be using a free-to-play unit, you're, like I said, you're already kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage just because free-to-play units you can't really compare free-to-play to like a premium unit. Now there are obviously free-to-play options that are viable, but when you compare them to the premium options, there is a big difference. So I like to have, you know, if I'm going to use a free-to-play unit, I want to have them as high as stars as possible. So, but I can understand why they time gate.
Yeah. All right, I think that's pretty much it. That's all we have for you guys for this week on the Ultra Space Time podcast. This was episode 81, the perfect plat for Mr. Perfect himself. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Thank you for watching, and then obviously thank you guys for joining me right here. Moji, Virgil, ZVG, Swift, they all have their own respective platforms. Virgil's over there streaming, killing the game on YouTube. Moji's killing the game on Twitch. ZVG on Twitch. Swift on YouTube and on Twitch. Is the Twitch scheduling coming back here, or
More YouTube lately, but I am gonna try and get back to Twitch. But yeah,
Alright.
more YouTube more on the YouTube side right now.
Okay, I respect it. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and follow everyone on their respective socials. Follow us on all of our respective socials from 5-9 Gaming, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.
Laser gamers.